We're back. We're doing the green guards today, and we're starting off with adaptive Snapjaw, 5-mana 6/2 with evolve. Thoughts? Aplenty. Go.
6/2, so for 6/2 for 5 is already good by itself, but having the ability to evolve, so it grows your other creatures, and those creatures grow this creature because of its toughness. Seems pretty solid.
This triggers it all the time, no matter what.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, this one's good. Usually having a low toughness is considered a drawback to the creature.
Yeah, but now
in this situation, it having low toughness basically just gives it more power because now it's going to evolve off of the other creatures that come into play with their big butts, and they're going to give him even more power to go on top of that +6 that he's already swinging around.
That we're going to be going over later, that has evolve on it. That triggers this off, because you all of a sudden you have a 7/3 on turn 6. It's like, well, and then you play another creature. It's like I have a 8/4.
Well, see, the only drawback to that being a 2, we just reviewed that red card, Mugging, where it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. I mean, sorry, creature, excuse me. So that's the only drawback of being so low, but there's so much upside, you'll never cut this card. You'll always have this in your deck.
If they do that,
sure, and the only thing is, they only have one turn to do that.
Right. Interesting play. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. It's great. It's a good card.
Alright, so let's look at the best enchantment so far for
Alpha
creatures.
Authority.
You know those
creature has
giving it
hexproof can't be blocked by more than one creature.
Well, now
that's fantastic.
So good. Yeah. Oh
yes.
God, that's dumb.
Hexproof, double strike, you only chump block now. Oh,
now this actually, wow, you know that Bant Wars deck that exists right now? Same colors.
Exactly. It's going to be a really good addition to it. Mm-hmm.
And wait, and my guy already has hexproof, my Invisible Stalker already has hexproof, and now my other guys have hexproof. Yeah!
There might be some artifacts in our future that will be sitting in every single sideboard from now until rotation.
Well, we'll get to that later. Burst of Strength. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and untap it. This card's amazing.
It is very amazing because if you compare it to the 1 green and a colorless, give it +2/+2 untap it, which was really fantastic.
That's still in a turn.
Yes, exactly. This is a counter forever, and there's a lot of effects that get bonuses from having counters. Like, I don't know, it can gain flying now. It's got a counter on it. Or you might get to draw a card because a counter was placed on it.
Or you can play as a combat trick where you go and you attack with your 2/2, and he has evolved the ability, and then you go and flash some guy in, or you play a little trick and pump it up, and then you give a +1/+1, untap it. Now you play another dude and evolve, so you get 2 +1/+1 counters theoretically on the creature.
Yeah. Combat tricks are for. I'm playing this card.
Yes, that's what combat tricks. That's what combat tricks are for.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's keep track. So far, we are 3 for 3 in the limited for the green card.
And the next
now we are 4 for 4 because this little croaker is fantastic. A 1/3 reach evolve for 3 mana.
There's your 2/4 spider you were talking about.
There's your 2/4 spider. All you gotta do is play a creature and boom.
It's gonna be a big thing that people.
Yeah, it might be a 5/8. It might be whatever. It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
Reacher, I could do nothing.
Hey, y'all talk about being 4 for 4. Look at the next one. We're 5 for 5 now. Look at Crown Kranitok. 4/3 for 4 trample. Each creature with a 1/1 counter has trample.
There you go. See, so now you can have some trample flying. You have trample on all your creatures.
Didn't we just talk about that? I see a pattern here of cards being good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Looks pretty good to me.
Seems ridiculous.
And here's a pretty good bear. Let's talk about a 2-2 for 2, which is a regular old flimsy bear. But when you have the ability to give it first strike, that's all upside.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something wrong with the thing, it sounds like. Okay, cool. Yeah, Disciple of the Always. I actually do like this because I'm just going to give whatever guy first strike. Once again, first strike being relevant. And it's a 2-2 bear. It's a hate bear.
But not only that, it's in red and green, which already has the Blood Rush mechanic built into it. So you're going to Blood Rush this creature. You're going to first strike. You know, you're not even going to have to spend your mana. Just having the mana untapped is going to be enough to get this creature through every time.
We were 6 for 6, and now we're 7 for 7.
I actually have
Experiment
not
1.
To
This is going to be one of the biggest standard cards, actually, I think, in the set.
Oh shit!
Green-white humans is going to play the crap out of this card.
Yeah, it is a human.
It was an ooze.
Well, you don't think it's a human because it's Experiment 1. It's an ooze. It doesn't look like a human. Right?
It's a human ooze.
Well, now that I see it's a human...
Yeah, this card, we'll see play. Honestly, we'll see play. It gives the human deck another 1-drop. Let's see. Forced Adaptation.
Yes,
Enchant creature. Upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter enchant creature.
Yeah.
This is actually really good only because of the evolved creatures that do things with their counters, such as Experiment 1 that can regenerate. Yes, that's a really good one. Or the draw extra cards when it has +1/+1 counters put on it. Or, you know, there's just so many effects that are going to combo with this that make it good. In a set that didn't use those +1/+1 counters the way this set does, I wouldn't suggest playing this card. I don't think it's that good. It's like there was that one where you put the enchantment on, they can't attack or block, and then when they do, you have to sacrifice the enchantment or something like that.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I don't care about the card.
Yeah, this one is quite a bit better, and you get to keep on attacking it. It stays there. It keeps giving you all upside. It's good.
That makes your die better. You don't have to pay mana to make it better. It just happens. And it still is good.
But would you have to agree that has been the worst green card we've seen so far? But we're 8 for 8 technically. And look at the next guy. This is a big fatty. He's a 7/7 for 7.
That copies himself. What?
At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have a blue permanent, copy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's what I say when I look at this card. You know what?
Oh, he has trample.
Why doesn't Blizzard just, I don't know, give him trample so that he can always get that damage and always... Oh, wait, they did.
He's mythic. At least he's mythic for limited, but when you open your packs, you open your boxes, and you open this, and Enter the Infinite, and the Lord, you're like, 3 mythics that were...
Like,
limited, that's the only reason I don't like this set so far.
I play a lot of limited. I don't play a lot of standard. Yeah. I don't want to deal with them. But when I do see him, I want to have...
Yeah, I'm glad he's mythic because I don't want to see him all
yeah, I know.
In limited.
It's like cool, you make a good target.
Hey, yes.
Basically Arbor Elf.
Alright, Greenside Watcher, it's a 2/1 for 2, which is fine, and you get to randomly untap a gate.
But you have to have the gate for it to untap.
Yeah, but still, in limited, it's fine because it's a 2/1 body. It's a body.
Yeah.
2/1. It's fine.
Yeah, but still, it's a bear.
But just a 2/1. Yeah, exactly. Just as a 2/1 for 2 that has a possible upside, that makes.
Oh God.
Now the Gyre Sage.
But now hero. Hey, do you remember that?
This one early in the spoilers, I wasn't sure of how good it was going to be. I didn't know how good
how busted that card is with this.
Yes. It's really good. In addition, it's pretty good with the forced adaptation, where you're getting more and more mana every turn. You could do some really silly stuff, especially if you have, like, I don't know, a
that might
little
be good.
2/2 creature
Did
for
they
4
make a
that
card for
can
the set? I don't
pay a
know.
red and X and fireball someone to the face, maybe?
Okay, Hinder. Go back
Probably
to,
not.
here's a link.
Go back and
Red,
go watch those other videos if you haven't watched them
Hinder
already.
Vines. Prevent all combat damage that we dealt this turn by creatures with no 1/1 counters on them.
Man,
This makes me. It's a bet.
it's a fog, but a worse fog because they may have a counter on them.
Well,
This is
no,
what-
it's actually a
this is-
better fog because it's kind of like because it's prevent damage, combat damage, not to
This
you.
makes me think
all
of what
combat
we
damage.
missed
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to
so
be.
you can block with your guys with
Exactly.
counters
You-
and other guys.
wanted to be. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I agree there. Yeah.
It's really good. If you've got the evolve guys, it's gonna be really good. Obviously, if you're not playing evolve, you're playing more of the Gruul type with the blood rush and everything. Not so much your flavor, but
Yeah.
still a good sideboard card because if they're not playing evolve cards, then you have a fog.
Agreed. Amazing. And
What about this Ivy
right
Lane
deck.
Denizen, the 5th Denizen in the cycle, the 2, 3, 4?
A 1/1 counter on target.
Yeah, when
creature.
another green creature comes into
Non-traditional
play, it
hand.
grows.
It's a counter though.
So
It
good.
grows
But
forever.
any creature, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a fine card, but you'll
It's
probably
a fantastic
you'll
card.
probably grow
Here's
him
the
first
thing.
because you probably
Here's
have
the thing,
other
if you play
benefits
him,
for
you're probably gonna trigger
for him
off
having a
evolve
creature.
stuff,
So maybe
so-
he'll have trample now,
Yeah.
or he'll have flying
Or
now.
flying. Mm-hmm.
And you also want to get him past that 3. You may want to get him to a 4 or 5, because there are things that kill at that power. But like we said earlier, 4 is a premium spot. So when you play a green guy, you'll probably put a counter on him first, just to get him out of range.
Oh man, I have something to tell you in just a second. We're gonna come back to this card in about 3
this is
cards
like one of the chase commons, like
because
if you're
Yeah.
playing, you probably wanna
it's
pick
gonna
up, like,
get good.
pick
He's,
up
Alright.
he's much
easy
better.
CC. My Minxland.
Yeah.
All right.
See, this next card, Miming Slime. Now,
Yeah.
I had a buddy
this
say
card
this is probably
because it's like
one of the
Blood
best
Rush.
green cards in the
I've
set.
distilled
I
this card.
disagree with him, but
And
at
I
the
have
same time,
permanent
it can be a good card.
that's the same size. Yeah.
Yeah, but
This
you better
would
have a
be
lot of mana.
fantastic if it was printed in the last set, not this set.
I agree.
Because being able to make a big old fat token and copy it would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there was a card that did that, but you had to pay a crap load of mana to do that. I think this would have been better there, and the other one would be better
Yeah,
here.
I'm not
Here's the
actually a
question
big
about the
fan of it in
picture.
this
Are
set,
they
because this
looking
set
at
looks
each
so
other, or are they
fast.
looking away
This
from
card
each
may
other?
not be that big, and you may just make a copy of a 2/2 or a 3/3.
Okay. I couldn't tell. You know?
They're looking away from each other.
This picture makes me laugh so hard.
Naturalize!
It's
One
like,
of the
I'm
great
going
sideboard
I'm
cards
going
to
kill you
have.
with a tree.
Yep, absolutely. I don't think we
And-
need to talk about that one.
Yeah, why watch out for that tree!
I can't work.
All right,
I can't
so
work
let's
my
talk
magic
about
with that, so
Ooze
I'm going
Flux.
to-
And let's go back to
Okay,
Ivy Lane
I'm gonna
Denizen for
shift
just a minute,
the
because
screen,
here it is.
so-
It's an enchantment
We
for
have to deal
4
with
mana. Okay. So, Ooze Flux, it's an enchantment for 4. You can pay 2, you remove 1 or more +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control to put an XX green ooze into play. And it is green, which is important. Now go back to Ivy Lane Denizen. Whenever a green creature enters the battlefield, you get to put a +1/+1 counter somewhere.
Or you
So now you
basically
get to kind of
have-
shuffle your counters around. You have all kinds of little tricks
This
and stuff
also
that you
is
can
a
do with
better
these
version
counters.
of Jade Mage, because
And
it's
creatures coming into
a
play
bigger body,
and
also
all
it's
these other
an
little
enchantment
things.
to make a 1/1 ooze, and you can keep going with it. And make a big fatty.
And the funny thing,
And,
What you can do is you can
Yeah.
remove all the counters from all of your evolved guys, put a fat creature into play, and they all evolve
everyone's still
again.
just like, oh my
right?
god, it's so
And the funny
good.
thing is, we haven't even
But this
gotten
is-
into the multicolor evolved cards that are even more busted than the ones we've seen now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this was by far
I can-
Brian David
I
Marshall
can agree with
was
that.
doing a review on some of the cards. He thinks this is one of the best cards in the set.
I would actually have to agree.
Because when he saw that, he went, ooh, fuzzy.
Predator Rapper, is that how you pronounce the card? I never could
He did it on
pronounce
Twitter. Shout out to BDM.
You gain life equals.
Yep. Plus 3, choose creature you control, and you gain life. Moving on. Scarab, 4/5 for 5.
Yeah.
When it becomes blocked, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
There's
A
a
very
lot
good
of
card,
artifacts
in particular for
and
this
enchantments
set.
that are very like.
Because you can destroy that enchantment that gives them hex
anti-interactive.
proof.
Yeah, and you want to get rid of them, and this one.
They're hate bears.
And it's also when it becomes blocked. So if they're blocking, they're probably chump blocking.
And this is the premier one.
It triggers
it's free.
for each one of their creatures, not just the one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Scab Clan Charger,
So-
2/4 for 4. Blood Rush.
Now, one thing I forgot
For
to mention
only
about the
one
first
and a
one
forest.
is that
Plus
all
2, plus
Blood
4.
Rush mechanics only
So
go
only
for
costs
attack
2 to get the plus 2, plus 4.
We have to make sure that these that people understand that that's for attacking,
Right.
not for blocking.
Yeah, you can't do it during. Yeah, you can't do it for blocking and stuff.
So, yeah, but make sure you're paying attention to that and not going.
Right.
Oops, I
Right.
just revealed this card by
Well,
accident.
fine card.
Sorry.
2/4. But
And possibly the only one. So
our first card that allows you to shuffle cards back into your deck. Possibly the only one.
And ironically,
Serene Remembrance. Shuffle it and 3 cards in a graveyard back into its owner's library. Keyword is any graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about
Yeah, was that? Yeah, he does. End of visit.
Scarg Goliath.
Fine card.
This
Interesting.
is one of the first Blood Rush cards spoiled, right?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the promo you get.
Yes, he was one of the first. I think the first one was actually the red-green one with the...
And the fact that he gets trampled...
Yeah, this guy's scary because it's like out of nowhere you just kill you.
+1/+9, but if he's still chump blocking with a token, then it's still not... It's like, okay, you just murdered a token. But give... And plus it's a 9/9 for 8.
Yeah, but most of the time you're gonna probably want a 9/9 on the field anyway.
Hey, do you remember that card that said return to
Yeah,
the
but
creature
then we
token
come
every
back to
turn,
that
and
black
it
card.
would
It
hit
says
the creature
start
deals
target
damage,
creature, and then they mill
cycle.
9.
You can do this. You can just do this every turn. Yeah. Is that
yeah.
like a not stupid thing? I
Oh,
was
wow.
for that.
I think it's pretty good.
Almost
Slaughterhorn,
9,
3/2 for 3. A 3/2 for 3 is always good, and it has a blood rush of giant
So
growth.
should I just like cross the name out of them and just like say giant growth and all?
Giant
of them?
growth. It's giant growth. That's giant growth. Because that was almost a legitimate giant growth.
Yeah.
It pay 1 +3 +2.
Spire
Oh
Chaser.
well, I don't get +3
Mike, I
+3.
guess you haven't
Sorry,
talked in
I'm
a
not
while.
that.
Micah. Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, go ahead.
He may be taking care of his kid real fast.
There's a card that was in the original. Ravnica,
Spire
that
Tracer
was
can't
the
be blocked except by creatures
Rooftop-
from flying or
the
reach.
Rooftop,
1/1 for 1.
whatever it was, I forgot what it was. Yeah, I think it was. And it also had, hexproof. Last of the
Yeah,
card.
it's the Hana Ledgewalker.
The spread card basically just doesn't do anything.
She had hexproof.
It's good with Cypher if they're not playing against a white, blue, black. A lot of the creatures already have.
Yeah,
the
but
power
also
tokens
it works
of-
with the
of
evolve
at least
mechanic
one,
since
so
it is a
you're not gonna get
1/1.
lot of triggers. It only works.
You
with
never know. You put a
the
2/2
Raptor, really. So you're not going to get that much value. Sylvan Primordial, the card that Micah probably should wait for. So this, I'm going to pause the recording. We're going to go to him. Okay. And now we're going with Sylvan Primordial. I know that Michael wanted to go over that card a lot, so we're going to let him start.
Oh, absolutely. Silver Primordial, I think, in my opinion, is the best of the Primordials so far. And it kind of reminds me a lot of Primeval Titan. When you were first looking at those Titans, when they first came out, you're looking at them and you're going, is that really what it says it does? And when you look at this card, and of course, all the Primordials are more tailored for EDH. This card is really, really powerful in EDH. Not only do you get to blow up any kind of threatening thing out there other than creatures,
And that's for...
but you get to go get the forests out of your deck and put them into play. That's just really, really powerful. Now, the rest of the Primordials were small. You know, they're 5/5s and 5/4s. I think the biggest one other than him was a 6/4. He's a 6/8 reach.
Yeah.
I wonder
Tommy
why.
says he wished this card was already printed now so you can have it in his deck already.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
Love that
it's
game.
pretty good. Alright. Tower defense. Creatures you control gets +0/+5 and gain reach.
What's wrong with you?
Tower defense.
Tower defense. Yeah, it's a fun game.
You know the
Never played it.
Gold clan, the Gold clan has like
It's a
has
good
no
sideboard
flyers in
card
the deck.
against,
There you go.
you know, Flyer dot deck.
This says and also it does giving them reach also does not affect anything that affects
Yep.
flyers. So it gets around that black flyer creature that hates on everything else. Yeah. So I like it. Definitely sideboard card, but limited good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Verdant Haven. When it comes into play, you gain 2 life. When land is tapped, its controller adds 1 mana of any color of any combination to the mana pool.
It's a fixer. It's a pretty bad one, but it's a fixer. And
I
if
think-
you're
I think
playing 3 colors and you don't really have any
I think
gates
this
or
is
anything
one
like
of
that,
the,
and you gotta grab it,
the
you gotta grab it.
I think it was called.
I mean, it adds it in
That's
addition to the
basically
cost. I mean, yeah, abundant growth. I was gonna say it's one of the Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth or anything like. Wild Growth is costs 1 as a green. This one taps the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one adds it in addition. So
Right. And you gain 2 life.
yeah,
You know, so
it's okay.
This-
Wasteland Viper, 1/2 for 1, Dead Touch with Blood Rush. The Blood
this
Rush
one's
mechanic
really, really
is good.
good. Yes, the Blood Rush on this one's really good because you get that Death Touch on there, and you get the +2 toughness, which means you can probably get your guy to survive,
Ambush Viper.
and you're
Only
gonna
for attack.
kill theirs regardless of the power. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Look at it. He's actually sitting
Right.
inside a wall.
unfortunately. But
It's
hey, look
it's,
at the last.
it's a wall buster, is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
at instant speed. That's the big thing.
Last card, Wildwood Rebirth. Return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand for 2.
Instant speed, yes.
That's pretty.
It's
Yeah.
actually really good, and
More better.
if there were a lot of really good come into play effects, it would be even more better. Like, I don't know, acidic slime.
Well,
I've played effects like this with acidic slime, and I love it.
Primordial,
Too bad there's not acidic slime in this
Right,
set.
forgot the cards.
Right. Well,
the third name. Oh yeah.
Well, actually,
you
another
do it all
good
the same
way to
turn.
use this card is with your
Because
Blood
it's
Rush
instant
guys.
speed.
You're discarding
Just
Blood Rush
back.
guys, you get to return it back to your hand, Blood Rush again. Yes.
Yeah.
Works really well with like the first striker. You know, you can give your guy what is it, 3/1 first strike.
Well, those
So
game
you can give,
cards,
like,
now
2
we're
guys
going
3/1
on
a first
to
strike. I
the
mean,
color
you're
and the artifacts
gonna
and
punch
lands,
through a lot of
and
stuff.
We'll see you then.